Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm on the island of Holbox in Mexico, and I'm here at the house of Sandra behind here. Who's Sandra? Well, you're going to find out about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. So I said I'm here at the house. Actually, I'm at Cerca Sandra, which is a wonderful resort. It's much more than that, I got to tell you. But we're going to talk about that and more. And I'm with the two people who oversee a lot of what goes on here at the hotel. We have
Leonette Arza.
Okay.
And Amy Falcon.
And they've been kind of our guides in more ways than one. They came along on tours. They've gone all over the place to explain what goes on at this resort. So let's first of all talk about where are we located. Well, first of all, who is Sandra?
Well, Sandra Perez, she is a Cuban and Mexican artist, poetry, and spiritual leader. I'm the CEO and founder of Cerca Sandra.
And where are we located here? I said Holbox?
We are in Holbox. It's a natural reserve. Jumbalang is the name. And we are it's an island close to Cancun, 2.5 hours from there, here.
Yeah, and it is a journey to get here, but it's worth the journey. Let me tell you, you go by car from Cancun, and then you take a half-hour ferry across, and it's really a wonderful tour. And then you take, it's all dirt roads on this island. It's really very rustic, and it really is. It's a throwback resort. It's a wonderful place. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what's the history of this property, and when did it first open?
Well, Cerca Sandra was more than 20 years ago Sandra's home.
Yeah. So in fact, this in fact of us was her home, right?
Yeah, was her home. And then she started to invite a lot of people to share the experience. So actually now that is a hotel, but for us continue like home.
And it is. We'll talk about that because it is much more than just a resort, as you'll find out. Now, just the logistics of it. How many rooms do you have now?
We have 18 rooms with a villa with 2 rooms and a luxury residence that was Sandra's home too.
Okay.
That is 2 rooms more. 18 in
they're
total.
all individually decorated, and they're really her touches, right?
Yes, because Sandra, she takes care about everything, all the details. She is an artist. She likes to design everything here. So each room is different. Each room have her toe. So it's special.
It is her touch, and the detail in these rooms is amazing. It's just everything is kind of perfect. The bathrooms are huge. They have huge tubs, huge showers. Everything is there. The only thing that isn't there, and you got to tell your clients right away, there's no telephone. And there's no TV, and that's purposeful, right?
Yeah, totally. It's for disconnect.
It's a disconnect resort, which not too many of those anymore. But now let's talk a little bit about where we eat and where we've been dining, because that's all important. There are really 2 restaurants, and if you want to talk about those, right?
Yeah, well, our kitchen. The base of our kitchen is the local and fresh ingredients.
Okay.
So we have a mix between the more amazing Mexican gastronomy cuisine with the local fish and products of Holbox. Okay. And she have some touch of Cuban.
Yeah, because we have to say that Sandra is Cuban and both of you are Cuban, right?
Yeah, we are Cuban too. So we have some of them at the beach club. We have the beach club with the restaurant, so you can eat tacos and the most traditional food. And then we have a Ser Esencia restaurant with a little culinary art.
No, it is amazing, and you have breakfast here. You can have lunch here on the beach club. It's good. The beach club is called Mojitos, by the way. Which yes, you can get a mojito there. That's the question, and so it really is wonderful food. It is a mix. It is Mexican, but it is. We did not go hungry, put it that way. And you fed us very well the first night, and then I went out and had this amazing lunch. We all had amazing lunch the other day. Now let's talk a little bit about the pool. There's a pool here if you want to go, and there's a pool bar, right?
Yeah, we have a small pool close to another bar. the name with maize, with some amazing food too. And we have the beach.
And well, I was talking about the beach is pretty cool, huh?
It's the big pool of around the island, but yes, it's beautiful.
And the beach is an amazing beach, and it really is. It's you can just hang out there all the time. And actually, one of the things you must do when you're here is walk down the beach and see the sunset, right?
Yes, we have 2 points on the island. That is Punta Coco, and the other one is Punta Mosquito, and you can walk through all the islands. It's so beautiful to see the sunset. It's the special moment all the days.
Yeah, it is. I've done 2 nights in a row, and all of a sudden it looked like it was overcast, and suddenly the sun appeared, and it was beautiful. Now let's talk a little bit about, you have a holistic center. I hesitate to call it a spa, but you have there's a massage room and there's a therapist room, right?
Yeah, we have a hall. Is the name of our holistic center at Cerca Sandra. A hall is a Mayan word, and is for us it's like a station of Sandra spiritual practice. Sandra have this lifestyle, and now is our extension of her with different program. One first program more about the body. Another one's more about the ancestral and mystical Mexican ceremonies, and another level that is more deep level about the conscious and the intention of the beginning and the awareness.
Yeah, you explain this to us. Sandra, unfortunately, is at a retreat doing all that type of thing. But I someday I'm going to love to meet her to find out more about this. But this is what's the difference here is this isn't just a resort. This is a retreat. It is a really getting yourself back together again and everything else, right?
Yes, exactly. That is the, like I must say, it's like the intention. You can come here and you can find everywhere, in every space, in Cerca Sandra, the way to find, to go into yourselves. Right. So we can accompany you by these levels. But yes.
So it's much more than wellness and everything else. It's really a more spirituality, I have to say. It's not like they put them in your face. You don't have to go commune and for hours on end and meditate. But you can do whatever you want, really. And this is the other thing about it. It's really all about family, right?
Yeah. Actually, the 3 principal pillars of Cerca Sandra is art, spiritual, and community. So yes, the community is really involved of the process of Cerca Sandra and a holistic center.
Now, this is a great resort for couples looking to get away, but you do take families, right?
Yeah, we take family because Casa Sandra was family and home place in the beginning. Yes. So yes, we are agree with family here.
Like we had a little child at dinner the other night. We could do that. It is a wonderful place for a couple to get away, or even individual. I'm here alone, so yeah. I mean, this is it. Now, what do your guests do here beyond just the beach, the food? There's more to do, and you actually took us on a wonderful tour the other day, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, we always recommend, for example, tour around the island. That is 3 island tour. We have Cabo Catoche tour. Is on the another point of the island. We have whale shark in a big season.
The whale shark, yeah. Well, it's not the season now, but boy, you showed me some photos. You had some photos, amazing,
yes.
Right?
Yes, whale shark is amazing. It's from May to September. And many people is coming here to swim with the whale shark. So it's one of the biggest experiences here. And the bioluminescence is all throughout.
Yeah,
all
bioluminescence, which is, I didn't get a chance to do this. I'll have to come back and do this. But the one we did see, we saw Bird Island. That was
yes,
amazing.
Exactly. The 3 islands are Bird Island, Passion Island.
Passion Island. There you go. There. Apparently, there was a reason for it to be Passion Island. We just went by. We didn't stop. Right?
Yeah, totally. Passion Island and Bird Island is one of the most amazing experiences at the Holbox.
And then there was another island where you can go. You go view the whole island with the savannah. There was like this amazing grasslands and a pool, freshwater pool, yeah. And also, well, there were alligators apparently, but we didn't see any.
Yes, there are yalahau. Yes, there are water, fresh water, exactly, and there Yes, there are one of the point of this tour, and one thing more is that the captain of the boat, he can prepare sometime the ceviche for you
Okay, so
after
like
that tour, so you can complete your
Or
experience.
you can just come back to Mojitos as we did and have a wonderful lunch. And there are other things. You go into town. It's a really interesting little town. And go down the beach. There are lots of bars. And it really is very, but it's not built up. It's not, you really have no real built up resorts here, right?
Yeah. No.
The biggest one is around 42 rooms.
Yeah.
So
42 rooms. That's the biggest one. It reminded me when I went to Tulum before. The last few years, they've suddenly built it up. It is really a throwback resort, and with the spirituality and the wellness and Sandra's presence, she's here somewhere, and it just makes for a wonderful stay. I'm leaving after only 2.5-3 days, and I'm going to miss it. I got to tell you. Now, let's tell our travel advisor viewers, who we had some travel advisors with us over the week, how should they prepare their clients for a stay here?
Well, we are always looking for people that want relax. You not really need nothing to come to Holbox, so you can forget your shoes, your clothes, and everything, because here is a place to disconnect. So if you have like this intention about relax, so that is probably the only thing that you need to come.
That's it. And a lot of it is included. I mean, the meals are not, the spa treatments obviously not. Breakfast is included for the most part. And yoga, I forgot about yoga. I didn't get yoga. And then of course, you have a refrigerator.
Bikes. Yes, we have amenities of the room with drinks every day, coffee in the rooms to the breakfast, the yoga, and the bikes.
I came down to breakfast all the time. I like this. It was great. I mean, I couldn't. I don't know. I was getting hungrier all the time when I was here. I don't know what this is crazy, because I was amazing food and incredible. I'm looking now out at the beach there, and I'm like, oh wow, why am I leaving? It's just anyway. Where can you go? Our travel advisors go to get more information about Casa Sandra.
Yes, we have a web that is casasandra.com, and we have an Instagram that is Ser Casa Sandra. So, and we have usually a contact telephone that is in the web too. Okay. So you can call, you can text a message by email too. We have their reservations.
So would you recommend that travel advisors maybe connect with you first if they're sending someone down here?
Yeah, the website is really easy, so that is our first option.
Yes, for travel advisor, I take care about them,
that's right.
me especially, so they can text me.
Well, that's it. You were good at texting. All of a sudden, I had a text about my transfers and everything else, and I'm like, oh, right, I'm going. Well, and I came from a resort that had 1,800 people, 1,800 rooms, I should say. So it was a bit of a different. And we came down here, and I was with one of the travel advisors, and we were like, where are we going? Because I had never been to Holbox before, and I didn't really know where it was. So anyway, I want to thank you. You guys were wonderful hosts. It's an incredible resort. It's sort of become famous, and there's a reason why. It is such a reflection of Sandra Perez and her life, and you basically are her representatives here, and make sure we know what this resort is all about. Again, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for welcome, and like we say, this is our home and our family, so we hope to see you again.
And now is your home. Please come here every year,
now
please.
Now I got to come back, and I do have to meet Sandra one of these days. We'll see. I was like, we're waiting for Sandra, but she has got her own thing, and it's amazing. Again, I'm James Schillinglaw here at Ser Casa Sandra on the island of Holbox, a wonderful resort for your clients.